Okay, go. What happened? Hello. My goodness, my music's not playing. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Am I online? Wait a minute. How come it's not playing? Hello. Okay. Um, what's happening? Hello, hi. Am I broadcasting? Can somebody please tell me if I'm online? Hold on a second. Hi, happy Wednesday. Magandang umaga po sa lahat. Hold on po. Oops, my computer's acting up. Am I online? Ba't wala yung music ko? Ayaw. I think am I, I'm streaming naman. But I don't have the music. Anyway, magandang umaga po sa lahat. Wait, let me just check if I am online, okay? Because dito sa akin po hindi ko makita. Hold on a second. What's happening? Am I online? Could somebody please tell me if I am online? Am I online? Hello? Hold on a second. Hi, happy Wednesday. Ayan pala naman. Okay. Then I am online. Right? Okay, hello. Magandang umaga po. Happy Wednesday to everyone. And nandito po tayo, of course, sa Buhay Online on a Wednesday. Of course, hindi pa ho nagda-die down yung feeling ng election. Ito ako ay pa matanggal yung tinta sa ano ko, kahit anong hugas ko. But anyway, for whatever po the results are, sinasabi nga po ng lahat, let's just hope for peace. Let's just hope for a better Philippines under the leadership of the na presidente po. So, dapat po tayo magkaisa pa rin at magtulong-tulong to have a better Philippines, lalong-lalo na we're trying to come out of this pandemic situation and the economic situation ng Pilipinas po because of the pandemic. So, hindi kailangan tuloy magpawatak-watak, mas lalo po dapat tayong maging together or one sa pagpuksa natin itong crisis na kinakaharap natin because of the pandemic. So, thank you for joining me today. Happy Wednesday to everyone. Welcome to the show. Of course, I will start on a sad note po regarding dear Tita Fanny, our dear Fanny Serrano, ang tawag po namin sa kanya ay Tia. He has passed away. Um, ano po ang malungkot na balita. He's been fighting and battling with this ailment, and I thought that he had uh, overcome it, pero I guess po, you know, yan po ang plan ng Panginoon para kay TF. So very, very spiritual and God-fearing person and with a good heart. So the po yan, kaibigan po namin siya, kasama sa trabaho. Ito of course, marami po nagmamahal dyan kay TF. Condolences to the family and Godspeed TF, and we rest in peace, TF or Fanny Serrano, to most people. Okay? And let's start po our marami po tayong papag-usapan today. Let's start po. Ayun nga pala, ayun po, nag-upisa po sa pagpanaw ni TF, fondly called Fanny by many people. Siya po pala ay nagkaroon ng massive stroke. Okay? Celebrity makeup artist Fanny Serrano passed away. He was 72. Oh my God, he didn't even look 72 at all. In his Facebook account, fashion designer Dave Ocampo paid tribute to the Philippine fashion icon. Goodbye, Tita Fanny Serrano. Ayan po si TF. Opo, ayan po siya. Marami pong artista ang kanyang inalagaan at through the years. Ayan na po si ating si Mega, si Sharon. Ang kanyang signature makeup po talaga yung low eyes niya. Diyan siya nakilala yan. Si LT po ang aking kumare. TF, ano rin yan, baby. You know, and sabi ni Dave Ocampo, goodbye Tita Fanny Serrano. Thank you for your words and the words of Lord Jesus you share with us. You will be missed by your designer, Circle Philippines family. Love you, TF. You're a friend, a mentor, a brother to me. Thank you so much. He is a brother and a spiritual and prayer warrior to many. Okay. Tapos si swimwear designer Don Ramos also took his social media account to give his condolences to the family of Fanny. I love you, Tita Fanny. Rest in peace. Thank you for trusting me to be your stylist when I was starting in the industry. It will be forever in my heart. It can be recalled that Fanny had a massive stroke noong March 2021. Opo, totoo po yun. Na na-overcome niya. Hi guys, it's me again. I'm still not feeling so well, but it's a private thing supposedly, but I can't. There's no way around it. I really would just like to ask for your prayers because Tita Fanny Serrano had a massive stroke today. Yan pong sinabi ni Sharon noon. Dubbed as the country's beauty pioneer, Fanny is behind the looks of the country's biggest stars including Sharon Cuneta, Sherry Hill, yan nga po si LT, kumaring LT, at saka si Tita Celia Rodriguez po talaga, TF talaga siya. So devastated na naman po si Tita Celia, I'm so sure. He is also a salon owner, a fashion designer, and an actor who appeared in movies and the TV drama series Maala-ala Mo Kaya. So, Godspeed Tito Fanny and TF, we will miss you so much. Okay. On another note, marami pa po tayong papag-usapan. Susunod po dyan ay dito po sa Pampanga, of course, where I live now, we will have our first woman mayor po. Voters in the provincial capital of San Fernando elected on Monday, nung Monday po, their first woman mayor, Dolores Village Chief and ex-official councilor Wilma Calawag. Ayan po ang aming mayor. The Commission on Elections on Tuesday proclaimed Calawag as the winning mayoral candidate after garnering 57,486 votes. She is the president of San Fernando's Association of Barangay Captains. Her closest rival, board member Rose B. Henson, got 47,597 votes. The other mayoral candidates were Vice Mayor Jimmy Atin, former Mayor and former Congressman Oscar Rodriguez, and independent candidate Sandy Kiwa. They obtained 36,664,000 and 19,512 and 324 votes respectively. In the vice mayoral race, Tiger Lagman was the declared winner. Calawag and Lagman were proclaimed as the election winners along with Councilor-elect Benz Gonzalez, Alden Mendoza, Ricky Hizon, Reggie David, Tina David Lagman, Ato Coach Agustin, Angel Wijanko, Aizel Macalino, Redentor Halili, and Rose Kalimlim. Very good. Okay. Tapos po, in connection naman po dito pa rin po tungkol sa election, okay? Yung pong sinasabi lang po na there's a viral video that showed po yung destruction of the mock ballots, yung mga sinisirang balota. Hindi raw po totoo yan, fake news daw po yan because those ballots that were being ripped were mock ballots o yung mga scratch pa, hindi pa totoong balota yon. Whoever took the video o sinadya nilang gawin yon, the COMELEC says that those are not valid ballots because if you look closely daw po, wala pong nakamark, hindi po siya gamit na ballots. So, yun po yung mga pang-practice nila na balota na ginawang kalokohan. Fake video. Okay, so fake video na po yan, okay? Yung viral video na yan showing the ripping of those mock ballots by 2 policemen in uniform, okay? Alright. And another note naman po, no, regarding Netflix, kasi po nagbalita kami before na Netflix might be charging for extra subscribers. Well, Netflix cancels multiple TV series and movies amidst huge subscriber loss. Kasi nga po, around 200,000 subscribers dropped from Netflix. Kaya po nag-impend silang mag-charge for sharing the account. And di ba, pag ginawa nila yun, baka lalo yatang mawala ang subscriber nila. What do you think? Okay? Popular streaming Netflix saw its stock price fall by almost 40% after it announced a loss of 200,000 subscribers earlier this month. Okay? Netflix has reportedly canceled multiple TV shows and movies after its recent subscriber loss. Well, may nagtatrabaho dito sa tabi ko. Sensya na kayo. It is the first time its customer base has failed to grow in a decade, and it expects to lose millions more by June 2022. Of course, we're attributing this to the fact nga kasi na, diba, itong pandemya, ang daming nag-cancel ng mga live stream nila. According to the Wrap, Netflix has now pulled the plug on numerous in-development Netflix shows. Among some of the act's titles are adaptations of Jim Smith's comic book series Bone and Lauren Faust's Toil and Trouble. A version of Roald Dahl's The Twits is still going ahead in a different format, but as a feature rather than an animation series. Netflix has reportedly canceled multiple TV shows and movies after its recent subscriber loss. Feature film Bright 2, that was set to feature Will Smith, has also been canceled, but reports claim it could be related to the actor's infamous slap at 2022 Oscars. There's also been big personnel changes with Phil Reinda, Netflix Director of Creative Leadership and Development for Original Animation, as the company's animation department is said to have been hit the hardest by the issues. Okay? So, ayan po ang balita tungkol sa Netflix. Okay? Okay. Alright. So, now, tapos na din po tayo tungkol sa news natin about Pampanga. Alright? More on, balik tayo po sa Philippines. Okay? Where local factory output soars to 5-year high, okay, as restrictions ease. Sandali lang po. Actually, I'm gonna talk about yung sa inflation dito sa Philippines. They're trying to see a 5%. Ayan. Okay. Well, hold on a second. Anyway, for those people who want to suggest topics to talk about or resource people po na gusto nyo pong i-feature natin dito sa ating programa, maaari po lamang sana kayong mag-message sa akin through my messenger or through my email, okay? Through my email, pwede po to send me the suggestions nyo po and whoever you want us to feature here and topics to talk about, okay? All right. Okay. So, mainit na po ang panahon. It's 36 degrees here in Pampanga. Sweltering heat naman po. Kung hindi kayo nakatapat sa electric fan or sa sa aircon ay napakainit. Anyway, looming possibilities po para sa Pilipinas, okay? The Department of Tourism eyes the Philippines as it will be a top medical tourism destination. Oo, why not, diba? Marami tayo ditong resorts at the same time marami tayong mga magagaling na beauty experts and dito sa Pilipinas. The Department of Tourism, or DOT, is eyeing to transform the Philippines into a top medical tourism destination following the positive reviews the country received from international bodies on how it handled the COVID-19 pandemic. Ayun po. The Philippines was earlier recognized by the World Travel and Tourism for its fast and reliable approach in handling the pandemic, which made it among the top countries in the Asia-Pacific that successfully rebounded from the pandemic challenges. Mabilis ba yun? Dalawang taong naka-lockdown? Alright. The DOT Secretary Berna Remalupuyat said this recognition brought into light the importance of medical travel and wellness tourism. Yun nga po, alam ko beauty and wellness tourism gagawing place ng Philippines eh. Kasi marami na tayong mga beauty experts dito, di ba? Ng mga Bello, mga si Ivy Aguilar, Dr. Ivy. We see so much untapped potential in the health and wellness industry. With world-class hospitals and facilities, skilled doctors and nurses, and the Filipino brand of hospitality, the Philippines is poised to become an attractive destination for medical tourism. Itong sinabi po ni Berna Romulo. Currently, we have been implementing measures that will further develop the country as a medical tourism destination in a calibrated approach, including the development of an internal ecosystem and network of facilities in the country to accommodate concerns and issues surrounding this tourism project or this tourism product that we have. Actually talaga, beauty and wellness po. Noon pa yan years ago pa pinapag-usapan yan na ang Philippines pwedeng gawing beauty and wellness capital of the world because we have a lot of spas here. Pwede, and at the same time, sorry, kuya ko, pasensya na. At marami po tayong mga beauty experts na nag-aral abroad na like sila Dr. Ivy Aguilar, si Dr. Vicky Bello, okay? Ating mga kilala yan, no? And other plastic surgeons here that I know, si Dr. Marigold Gonzalez, yan, magaling na plastic magaling maggawa ng ilong, magaling maggawa ng boobs, lahat na, no? Marami dito sa Philippines na medical experts po. Wellness and beauty experts. Citing proof of how the country is currently doing well in medical tourism, Puyat cited the story of Jurgen T. Steinmetz, a delegate in the recent WTTC summit, about his experience following the medical treatment at the Makati Medical Center for his left leg, which was diagnosed to be inflicted by a flesh-eating bacteria. If it's a secret to be revealed and in the making to come out and go viral, the Philippines will become the #1 destination for medical tourism. Steinmetz quipped in his recent article published by eaterbonews.com. Okay, all the ingredients are here. Excellent world-class doctors and facilities, nurses that keep the standard for high-quality care around the world, and a beautiful country, wonderful beaches, good food, and exciting cities. Itong sinabi ni Steinmetz. Steinmetz also noted the considerably cheaper medical costs in the Philippines compared to other countries. Talaga naman. At marami pang magagawa. Okay? Very good. So in that sense po, talagang looming possibility that the Philippines will be a medical tourism destination. Okay, very good. On the other hand, another note naman po, tungkol sa COVID, alright, ito sa Pilipinas, well, there's a study that's being done. The World Health Organization studies whether COVID-19 has a role in the child hepatitis mystery. Ano yan? Okay? Kasi diba, alright, the World Health Organization, or the WHO, said yesterday that 348 probable cases of hepatitis of unknown origin had been identified. Studies into the potential role of adenovirus and COVID-19 infection gather pace. The WHO said the leading hypothesis remain those involving adenovirus. Okay, cases have been reported in 20 countries, with 70 additional cases from a further 13 countries which are pending classification as tests await completion. Only 6 countries po are reporting more than 5 cases, with more than 160 being reported in Britain. Over the last week, there's been some important progress with the further investigations and some refinements of the working hypothesis. Philippa Easterbrook from the WHO's Global Hepatitis Program told a press conference yesterday. She said Britain had been coordinating a comprehensive set of studies looking at the genetics of the children affected, their immune response, viruses, and further epidemiological studies. The WHO, or World Health Organization, was first informed on April 5 of 10 unexplained hepatitis cases in Scotland detected in children under the age of 10. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said Friday it was investigating 109 such cases, including 5 reported deaths. At present, the leading hypotheses remain those which involve adenovirus, with also an important consideration about the role of COVID as well, either as a co-infection or a past infection. Itong sinabi ni Easterbrook. Further testing in the past week confirmed that around 70% of the cases tested positive for adenovirus with subtype 41, normally associated with gastroenteritis, the prevalent subtype, she added. Testing has also shown that around 18% of cases actively tested positive for COVID-19. The big focus over the next week is looking at serological testing for previous exposure and infections with COVID. The scientists said that within the week, there should be a data from Britain on a case-controlled study comparing whether the detection rate of adenovirus differs from that of those hospitalized children. That will really help hone down whether adeno is just an accidental infection that's been detected or there is a causal or likely causal link to COVID-19. She said that microscopic studies of liver samples and biopsies had shown none of the typical features that might be expected with a liver inflammation due to adenovirus. Okay? All right. Okay, and on that note, okay, we end that bit about COVID. Okay? Now let's check out some more stuff. Okay. Well, panay election naman kasi po ang trending ngayon dito sa Pilipinas. But of course, tayo naman, our life goes on, okay? Regarding technology and how it's actually the pandemic situation is getting better all over the world at tuloy-tuloy na po nagkakaroon ng mga nag-open na po yung mga dating hindi natin pwedeng gawin like live concerts po are already going to be done, no? Pumapayag na pong magkaroon ng mga concerts. But anyway, before we talk about entertainment and all those things, okay, let's talk about other things muna, no? Na related to technology na pwede natin pag-usapan, alright? I'm just gonna take a sip of water po. Ang init kasi. Opo. As of yesterday po, the Philippines still is under minimal risk status for COVID-19. Salamat naman, no? Kasi we expected a surge after these elections, but then again, we don't know the correct number of infections because pwedeng hindi rin nila i-announce or ipamalita. Kasi nga po, yung virus ngayon, tong COVID ngayon, it's still the Omicron. Pag nagkaroon ka ng Omicron, hindi po masyadong malala yung hindi po severe yung symptoms actually. It's just like a regular flu. That's why I think people are discounting it. And parang baliwala na lang ngayon na parang wala ng virus. But still, of course, you don't want to get it because I know and experience ko na yan because I had it last year. And it was even the worst kind, which is the Delta. But even if it's Delta or Omicron, we should avoid public places and crowded places, because we still might get it and you don't know the effect it will have on you, because iba-iba sa ibang tao, right? So be careful, please. Wear your masks when you go outside. Well, the Philippines remains under the minimal risk classification for COVID-19 as the daily number of cases continues to decrease. Itong sinabi po ng DOH. Kung titingnan natin ang national data, bumababa pa rin po ang ating mga kaso. Okay? Nationally, 1,115 new cases lamang ang ating naitala, or 159 new cases per day. Wow, that's the lowest it's been mula Mayo 3 hanggang May 9. If we look at the national data, our cases are still declining. Nationally, we only recorded 1,115 new cases, or 159 new cases per day from May 3 to May 9. Itong sinabi ni DOH Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeire in a press briefing on Tuesday, May 10. Okay, moving right along. Mas mababa na po ito ng 95 cases, or 37% lower than the 254 cases per day na naitala natin noong December 18 to 24-21. Bago ang ating Omicron experience, this was 95 cases, or 37% lower than the 254 cases per day we recorded on December 18 to 24, 2021 before our Omicron experience. Okay, the country's healthcare utilization rate remains at a low risk. Okay, classification, meaning po hindi po maraming nagpapa-hospital nowadays. Okay, yung traffic sa hospital hindi ganun kagrabe like last year. Ang national admission rates ay nakaplateau na. Ito po yung pag-admit sa hospital, ibig na sabihin, na may bahagyang pagbababa at kasulukuyang nasa 16% utilization rate. Habang ang ating total ICU bed utilization ay nakaplateau na rin at 17%. Okay. Nakaplateau ng 17% utilization po. National admission rates are plateauing with a slight decrease and is currently at 16% utilization from 17, okay? While our total ICU bed utilization is also plateauing at 17% utilization, she said. However, the DOH observed a slight increase in COVID-19 cases ito sa mga lugar po na ito. Cagayan Valley, Mimaropa, Bicol, Central Visayas, Eastern Visayas, Ilocos Region, Central Luzon, and the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Maslen, Mindanao. Okay? Gayunpaman po, ang mga bahagyang pagtaas ay hindi pa rin nagtra-translate, okay, sa higher average daily attack rates at pinaka-importante, hindi nag-translate sa mas maraming admissions sa ating hospital. Despite a slight increase and still not translate into higher average daily attack rates, and most importantly, this did not translate into more administrations to our hospital, said Vergeire. Okay, congratulations to Tito Mike Rama sa kanyang muling pagpanalo sa Cebu. Nakita ko siya ngayon sa screen pa nagsasalita, nagpa-press con. But see, because there's a violator in my screen, which is always the case ko ngayon sa nowadays na may mga trabaho na dami-dami na IT at saka mga graphic designers, anything that has to do with technology. Mas maraming trabaho ngayon because nakaka-freelance sila. They can do gigs and different times, adjusting to their other work schedules. Ang galing, right? So anyway, yan po yung take natin doon regarding sa regarding sa COVID-19 at kung paano we still remain to be at minimal risk, okay? And status for COVID-19 is at an all-time low, right? Okay. Ayoko na pag-usapan yung kasi election, di ba? Let's just try to talk about other things that are related to technology. And one other topic I would want to address, okay, is Dali lang po ang computer ko. Nag-hang naman. Alright. Okay. Moving right along. Ayan. Let's have updates on social media like we do from time to time. Alright. Going back there. Ta-da! There you go. Updates on social media tayo. Right here. Update social media. There you go. Now for our updates on social media. It's so hot in here. Okay. Okay, fresh from the tills or fresh from the internet. 1 hour ago, Elon Musk says he would lift Twitter's ban on former US President Donald Trump if Musk's deal to buy the global messaging platform is successful. Ayan, habang unti-unti na niyang dinidisclose yung agenda niyang gusto magawa sa Twitter, siya namang lalong nata-turn off sa kanya yung Twitter. So, ngayon naman, gusto niya tanggalin yung ban on former President Donald Trump na ginawa ng Twitter. Okay? I would reverse the permanent ban. Ito sabi niya at a Financial Times conference, noting that he doesn't own Twitter yet. So this was not like a thing that will definitely happen, right? So Elon Musk intends to remove the ban of Donald Trump para makapag-tweet na rin siya. Okay? All right. So that's news for some. Okay? What's happening to my OBS talaga? Germany's anti-cartel watchdog says Wednesday it has placed Meta or Facebook, the company which owns Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram, under close watch for any possible abuse. Why? What happened? Yung ginawa nila, right? Kasi daw, the federal court office says it has determined that Meta or Facebook to be a company of paramount significance for competition, a move paving the way for more authorities to clamp down against potential competition infringements. Okay, all right. Okay. Shall I stay here or wait? Okay. Now, more news around the clock for us today. Let's start with, hold on a second. We already said that we are at minimal risk for COVID-19. Yes, we are. That's why we're so happy. Next one. Alright, okay. So, ano nangyari dyan? Oh, yeah, there's somebody here. Wait, naglalag po. Yan na naman, naghahang na naman yung computer ko tsaka yung OBS ko. Like, any moment now, I feel I'm going to be thrown out of this channel again. Uh-oh. What's happening? Do you guys see me at all? Oh, there. Okay, I'm still broadcasting. Thank you very much. Thank you for the ones who are watching. Okay, pag-usapan po natin naman po ang ibang mga bagay no, tungkol sa na makakatulong sa atin, right? First of all, ano ba itong mga ito panay kampanya kasi ads? Let's see. Okay, somebody asked, okay, how do you protect your password daw po, no? Kasi diba, minsan po nakakalimutan natin yung password ng laptop natin or email natin or Facebook natin. Kasi nga, di natin sinusulatan yung sarili natin. Pati cellphone number natin minsan we don't remember okay? Anyway, last May 5 was World Password Day. Is there ever such a holiday, right? Well, on World Password Day, Google reminds us to keep our passwords secure. Okay? Dapat naman talaga ipakita natin. Okay? Let me just show you para we can relate to something. Hold on. Okay. Let me just show you. All right. Okay. Yan po. There's a way to secure our passwords. Kasi more often than not, hindi lang ako, sigurado ko na marami ang nakakalimot ng password nila. Especially, no, pag senior ka na medyo pabalik-balik na yung, or, no, nakakainis sometimes when you can't remember a word, nakakainis sometimes when you don't know where to, you dropped your stuff or you left your eyeglasses. Yes, admittedly, I'm a senior and I have those lapses, okay, tanggapin nyo, na nangyayari yan, right? Password lock, okay? Talaga naman, it happens to the best of us, so huwag kayong mag-deny, alright? Na habang tumatanda, yung memory nyo medyo pumapalya. And sometimes you don't remember words, sometimes you don't remember places, wag naman faces. I still remember faces a lot. But it's mostly places and directions. Talagang nakakaloka. Yun ang hindi ko maano. No, all of a sudden, lang hindi ko na alam yung account na. Kanyari yung where I put the last, where I put, saan ko binaba yung salamin ko, or when I'm thinking of a word, yung hindi ko maisip, like now, hindi ko maisip ko ano yung type ko kanina. Password. Very good. Buti naalala ko, I'm still sharp. I used to really have photographic memory and now it's dwindling because of old age. Anyway, so ito na sa social media, it's set aside ko na. Okay, ayan. Yan po, this is the thing about securing your password. So let's go to it now, right? Because it's not a joke, okay? Okay. Tech news, Manila Bulletin's tech news can't stress enough how important passwords are. I mean, Manila Bulletin doesn't even have to endorse that. We know for a fact. Most people know that it's important to secure your password and protect it, okay? Uh, it's important to protect your passwords. It is a person's first line of defense against illegal access to one's computer, devices, personal information, social media accounts, and other and other electronic accounts the person has. And so on. As we celebrate Password Day, nung celebrate po yan ng May 5, and kung binavalue niyo po yung security niyo, may this article be a reminder to all who are in the digital lifestyle. Lahat na tayo talaga mostly digital lifestyle eh. Unang-una po natin dapat tandaan, strong passwords help prevent personal information and files from being compromised. Okay? So meaning to say po, yung mga mas simpleng password na nakakapagana ng mas maraming kamag-anak. Diba? Yung kasi dapat yan, yung mga strong password nyo dapat hindi nyo bibigay kahit kanino, kahit sa anak nyo, kamag-anak, hindi ba talaga pwede, okay? So, strong passwords help prevent personal information and files from being compromised. Ideally, diba? Kailangan mahaba sila and complex with at least 12 characters made up of mix of upper and lowercase letters. Ano yung upper and lowercase? Uppercase is capital, lowercase is hindi capital letters, okay? So dapat daw 12 characters at least made up of a mix and match of characters and lowercase letters because, pati kailangan i-mix nyo rin ng numbers and symbols. Passwords must exclude personal information that others may easily know, like birthdays or names of girls. Okay? Yeah. Kasi ano na yan eh. Passwords must exclude. Hindi nyo dapat sinasama yung personal information. Well, I'm guilty of that. Pero kasi feeling ko hindi naman nila yung mahulaan kasi ginawa kong parang code. But anyway, passwords must exclude personal information that others may easily know, like birthdays or names of pets. It should also be unique for every account, so others remain safe when one gets compromised. For added protection, activating a two-step verification is also one way to get extra security. I've been experiencing that. Tumatawag sa phone ko. Okay. Trying to remember all of them can be hard. That's why it's important to use a password manager. With Google Password Manager, not only can you easily generate strong, not only can you generate strong passwords, you can save, manage, and keep them secure across the multiple accounts. Wow, right? Hold on, please. Ang init. Nahihilo sa init. Ako tayo para magsara yung mga bintana para makapag-aircon, but I will just wing this, okay? Okay, so here's how it works, okay, to protect your password. Ready na kayo? Okay. Number 1, Google Password Manager. Ito pang gamit niyo. Google Password Manager makes it simple to generate strong, unique passwords for all of your online accounts. When you're using Chrome browser on Android, okay? Crown on Android yan. Ano kayo? Ayan. Okay, Crown on Android, and then Google Password Manager makes it simple to generate strong, unique passwords for all of your online accounts when you're using, Chrome browser on Android and Chrome on iOS. Okay, so Google Password Manager helps remember all your saved passwords. You will only need to remember your Google account password. The only password you'll ever need to remember, okay, and let Google Password Manager take care of the rest. It autofills your secure password every time you visit a site or sign in with your Google account login. Okay, nahihilo po ako talaga sa init. Number 3, Google checks 1 billion passwords for breaches. Google Password Manager will notify you in real time about safe or unsafe or stolen postcards, right? So you're supposed to, stolen mga passwords pala, sorry. And help you fix it then in a single tap. Mahirap gawin, dami pong kretche, right? If you get an alert from Chrome saying that a password and user combination that you use has been published on the internet as a result of a data leak, or a third-party website or app, all you need to do is tap check passwords and below the prompts to change your password for each compromised site. So, paano yun kaya? Kung papalitan yun, paano? Using a password manager can help reduce the hassle of remembering, resetting, or worrying about passwords. Often you can run a password checkup anytime to tell you if any of your passwords have been compromised in a third-party breach, being reused across different sites, or should be strengthened. You can quickly update any weak or compromised accounts with stronger passwords and Google Password. Okay. So, ayun po, no? You can run a password checkup anytime to tell you if any of your passwords have been compromised in a third-party breach being reused across the different sites. Okay? Ayan, okay? So, it should be strengthened. You can quickly update any quick or compromised accounts with stronger passwords using Google Password Manager. Okay? To free people from having to manually enter passwords into the password manager, Google introduced the password import. Okay. Features in 2021, which allows you to easily upload, upgrade. Okay. It allows you to upload and upgrade your current setup. Okay. To free people from manually entering passwords into the password manager, Google introduced Giant Passport Import. It is a feature in 2021 which allows you to easily upload up to 3,000 passwords at a time from various third-party sites into Google Password Manager. Okay. Okay, so yan po, no? To the World Password Day po ng May 5 and beyond, remember to always keep your account secure, di ba? To free people from having to manually enter passwords, again po, ulitin po, Google introduced yung passport import, which allows you to easily update or upload up to 3,000 passwords at a time from various third-party sites into Google Password Manager. You can also store up to 10,000 passwords in your Google account. Once you've imported your passwords, you can run a password checkup to how strong those passwords are. Okay? So, patuloy po lang tayo, no? As passwords remain a part of our digital lives, take advantage po of tools like Google Password Manager to make it easier to keep yourselves secure online. Okay? So, yan po. If there are any questions po, please feel free to send your questions po, no? Padala niyo lang po sa messenger ko yung questions niyo, i-text niyo po ako para ma-address po natin, no? Ba't ang labo ng ano ko, camera? Anyway, okay, now let's talk about isa pang topic, no? Dito sa tungkol sa technology. Ayan po yung password po natin, kailangan natin i-secure po. Huwag natin kalimutan. Okay? On the update naman po tayo ng social media. Okay? Tapos na itong passwords para okay. Alright. Let's do an update on social media. Alright. Beginning with news on Twitter, of course, and Elon Musk na trending na binibili ng $44 billion ang Twitter, ayaw pang bumigay, but I don't know, kasi yung mga empleyado nila parang ayaw. Elon Musk says he would lift Twitter's ban on former US President Donald Trump if Musk's deal to buy the global messaging platform is successful. Ibig sabihin po, pag binenta ng Twitter, ang sarili nila at nagsakom sila sa 44 billion, unang-unang gagawin po ni Elon Musk is to lift the ban on ex-US President Donald Trump. Kasi nakaban po siya sa Twitter. Dahil po sa ginawa niyang panggugulo dun sa Kongreso na nag-march ang mga tao nung hindi siya nanalo at mayroong mga nasaktan, okay? I would reverse the permanent ban. Itong sinabi ng billionaire at a Financial Times conference, noting that he doesn't own Twitter yet, so this is not like a thing that will definitely happen. The Tesla chief's $44 billion deal to buy Twitter must still get the backing of shareholders and regulators, but he has voiced enthusiasm for less content moderation and timeouts instead of bans. Okay? All right. So yun po yun. Ito ka ng water. Sa init po talaga nito, ang importante ay laging mag-hydrate because it's really so hot. Okay? Kung pwede lang po sana, ayan, to close the windows so makapag-aircon tayo, napakainit. Thank you very much. Okay? So again, naman po, more news. Ito po. Ayaw ko pong maging morbid, but okay, sabi nila po, there are three techie steps that we have to do. Ayan pa sa back. Thank you so much, Puknoy. Thank you, Hendrix, for assisting me. Because napakainit. Hold on a second. Of course, as I control the aircon from Technology talaga eh. Diba? Everything we can do from our cell phones. Ayan. So there are 3 tech steps now to do before you die. Sorry po sa pagka-morbid. I know it's a grim topic, morbid po ito, but in today's digital age, we have to plan for what happens to all our online accounts. Our data, our notes, our photos. Kasi po may nag-text po dito, ulitin ko daw po yung listahan na to. Videos, website, playlists, blogs, subscriptions. Pag namatay po tayo, hindi natin alam saan pupunta yan. Diba? Speaking of subscriptions, more families are dropping their streaming services. Money is tight and you may want to consider canceling the ones you use the least. Tap or click, diba? Yung dati kasi ngayon, tap and click lang tayo para magbayad ng mga bills, napakadali. E-banking and mga e-wallets, right? Well, there are things that you can do without technologically to protect all your data before you die, no? I'm not just talking about business documents or tax forms on the side. Everyone should have a plan to protect their precious photos and videos. I hear from too many people on many national radio shows who have lost everything. Take these steps now to ensure your accounts are in the right hands after you pass away. Sorry po again kung morbid. Apple's Legacy Contact finally debuted with iOS 15.2 as a safe and secure option to give someone access to data stored in your Apple account after you die. Okay, this includes photos, messages, notes, files, apps, okay, and device backups. Marapit na tayong kumain, anak. Very good. Yung mga pwede na tayo magdala ng plato. Very good. Thank you very much. Some information po lang, no? Such as movies, music, books, or subscriptions you purchase with your Apple ID. Ito po para sa Apple, yung Apple's Legacy Contact. Lumabas na po yan sa iOS 15.2 wherein you can protect your photos, your messages, your files, your apps, okay, and device backups. Some information po, pati mga movies nyo na dinownload, okay, subscriptions you purchase with your Apple ID and data stored in Keychain, which is the payment information and passwords, can be accessed by a legacy contact. You can add more than one legacy contact and all of them will be able to access the account to make decisions. The person must be 13 years old or older and will receive an access key when you designate them as your legacy contact. Here's how to set it up on your iPhone, okay? If you want to be prepared po, okay, para po maayos po yung mga files yung pictures, ma-protect just in the event na somebody passes away or you pass away. Okay, ito po. So on mobile po, ito po yung legacy contact para sa iPhone. On mobile, select the 3-line menu option in the bottom right. Okay, scroll down to settings and privacy. Tap to open that. Okay, then select settings. All right. From the account menu at the top of the next screen, select personal and account information. Ulitin ko, sa mobile phone niyo po, na Apple po ito, no iPhone, select the 3-line menu option in the bottom right, scroll down, settings and privacy, okay, tap to open that, then select settings. From the account menu at the top of the next screen, select personal and account information, account ownership and control, okay? You'll see memorialization settings. Click to select your legacy contact and notify your contact that they're now in that role. Okay? So once you have your legacy contact set, go to the memorialization settings. You can decide whether the person you chose can download a copy of what you've shared on your on your feed, including mga posts nyo, mga photos, mga videos, and profile information. Once a year, makaka-receive po kayo ng reminder of your chosen person as your legacy contact. If you're sure your person won't change or that you'll remember to change them, if need be, you can click Stop Annual Reminders para matigil yung annual reminder section. Okay? If you'd rather have your account deleted after you pass away, get to the memorialization settings page, scroll down, tapos right above the close button, there is an option you can click that says, request that your account be deleted after you pass away. O, ganun kadali lang po yun. Okay? Don't have a copy of all the photos and videos you've uploaded to Facebook? Okay? There's a way to get them. Okay? Pag-usapan natin on another time. Let's focus first on protecting your privacy even after you're gone when it comes to Google. You probably have a few things in your search, watch, and location history that you'd prefer to stay private. Anyone with access to your account will only see what you want them to see by setting up auto-delete. Okay? Google auto-delete account records after 18 months by default. If you want to shorten that window, you can in a few steps. You can take more steps, including creating a digital checklist that acts as a rundown of all your account's passwords and online assets. Okay. Bonus tip, save your texts, where to put the router, protect nude photos. What? Nude photos? Stop that. I'm not going to talk about that. I've got a lot of great advice, okay, in this episode ng Kim Commando. First, you learn how to never to lose a text message. Paano yan? I'll also tell you how to protect mga pictures ninyo from hackers. So, check out nyo po yung mga podcast ni Kim Commando. Okay? Yan po makakatulong sa inyo dahil sasabihin niya exactly step by step how to do that, how to protect your pictures, okay? How to protect your videos, okay? So learn about all the latest technology sa Kim Commando Show. That's the nation's largest weekend radio talk show. Kim takes calls and dispenses advice on today's digital lifestyle. Yan po kung sino meron makausap ng live. Alright? Very good. Okay? Last bit po na papag-usapan. Inflation. Inflation may stay above 5%. Okay. In the next 3 months. Okay? Ayan po, natapos na po tayo dito. Tapos na rin tayo sa social media. Alamin naman natin po. Ito, Okay. Inflation, okay, might remain at above 5% in the next 3 months. Ayan po ang forecast, no? Japanese investment bank Nomura expects inflation staying above 5% over the next 3 months after quickening to its highest level in more than 3 years to 4.9% in April. Okay? Nomura chief ASEAN economist Euben Paracueles and analyst Rangak Sipta said the investment bank is maintaining its 2022 inflation forecast of 4.6% for the Philippines, exceeding the 2 to 4% target range set by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Our forecast pencils in a trajectory in which headline inflation rises further and averages about 5% over the next 3 months. Ito pong sinabi ni Paracueles and Sipta in a commentary. Okay, Nomura sees inflation easing momentarily before accelerating anew by the end of the year. After that, base effects from food prices last year would help ease headline inflation before resuming its climb in the fourth quarter as these effects fade and some demand side pressures start to pick up given the further economic reopening. Okay. They said the key drivers of the pickup, the headline consumer price index, still mostly emanate from the supply side, particularly energy-related items, ng gasolina po, although food and tobacco provided an upside surprise too. Nomura now expects the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas to start raising interest rates earlier than its baseline forecast of fourth quarter. In terms of monetary policy implications, we see a rising risk of BSP delivering its first rate hike earlier than our baseline forecast. Di ba po kahapon tumaas na yung dollar, bumaba na ang peso, okay? So yun po, we see a 5% rise pa rin po sa inflation in the next 3 months. So po, on that note po, I'd like to end today's forecast telecast for broadcast. Inflation averaged 3.7% in the first 4 months on soaring global oil prices due to Russia's ongoing invasion. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas is likely to raise its inflation forecast for this year and next year. Malungkot na balita, pero ayun po ang ating nakikitang mangyayari. Maraming salamat po for joining me today. Okay, this has been Jay Bautista for Buhay Online. Hello Angelica Paz, hello Cynthia Buste, hello Jake Alizar, hello Tita Agnes Lakap, hello to my Bautista family. Maraming salamat po. At hello to ang aking pamilya rito, si Jenny Boy, at saka si Buknoy, and to my child who's not away from me. But in Manila, thank you very much. Magkita-kita po tayo ulit bukas sa Buhay Online. Maraming salamat po.
Inyong natunghayan at napakinggan ang mga makabagong pamamaraan sa mundo ng online sa pamamagitan pa rin ng Broad Stream Cast Communicators.